Welcome to Autism in Black Live. We are rooted in advocacy, not fear, rooted in truth, not stigma. Here, we center Black autistic voices, uplift Black families, and build spaces that are affirming, unapologetic, and full of joy. Whether you are a parent, professional, or autistic adult, this is your space. Together, we break down barriers and build up community. So grab your seat at the table. We're just getting started. Good Thursday afternoon, good people. I am Maria Davis Pierre, CEO and founder of Autism in Black, here with my other half.
Going on, everybody? You're truly Dr. Barry Pierre, the co-founder of Autism Black. Happy
And
Thursday.
we are back for our Vision to Venue series. If you don't know, this Vision to Venue series is a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to put on our annual Autism in Black conference. So from now until the day before the conference, April 16th, we'll be doing a live video behind the scenes of what it's like to build the conference. And before we get into going into today's topic, Dr. Barry has his what we like to call our church announcements regarding our YouTube. So hit it, Dr. Barry.
Yes. So if you have not had a chance, what we've been doing, especially since the start of the series, we say, hey, you know what? This isn't a live series. This is actually a series that we post on all of our socials at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you have ever missed an episode and want to go back to an episode or want to kind of see what it looked like on episode 1, all of these videos are hosted on the Autism in Black YouTube page. And we need y'all to run the subscribership up. Right now, our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the series. Y'all have been doing an amazing job at that. Like I haven't checked the most newest numbers, but y'all been doing an amazing job subscribing. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way when it does post, and in fact, let me see if I can get you guys a subscriber count right now, just so y'all can date us. Right now we're at 587 subscribers, man. Just amazing, right? So we're trying to get to 1,000 before the end of the series, and we need y'all to head over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, and enjoy. Not only will you enjoy the series, the podcast episode drops over there. What is your
our Mindful Monday show?
Monday. So lots of activity over there on YouTube. So please go over there and check us out.
Exactly. And thank you all, because that number, we started when we said this last week, we're at 557, and now we are 30 subscribers up. So thank you for everyone who is subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We appreciate it.
And leave some comments too. We do check our comments, so leave them comments as well.
Exactly. And like I've said, the Vision to Venue series, where we're talking about our conference, and this year's conference is happening April 17th through the 19th here in West Palm Beach, Florida, or virtually from anywhere where you want to be. So you can go to that link at the bottom and not only subscribe and to our YouTube page, but you can go to our conference registration page, see all the different ticket options that we have, and choose what is convenient for you, because we do want to see you April 17th through the 19th, because the final Vision to Venue series will be happening on the 17th, and we're just like, hey, we're here now. It's time, day one. So we want you in the room or on that Zoom for the virtual aspect of the conference. So make sure you are getting your ticket at the link that is scrolling on the bottom. And now we're going to head into our topic. So if this is your first time catching the Vision to Venue series, each day we have a theme. And today's theme is marketing. Dr. Barry handles all of the marketing for Autism in Black. And if you watched yesterday's episode, then you would know that we did our marketing promo shoot for our 6th annual conference, which is happening April 17th through the 19th. We want to see you there. So we are going to talk about some behind the scenes of what it takes to do the marketing shoots. And then we're also going to talk about a post that we had that was marketing the conference and the organic traffic that we were getting off of that. So I'm going to let Dr. Berry lead this conversation, and we'll see what we get into in this topic.
Yes, I want to give a couple videos, some behind the scene videos of what went down this weekend. Because like I said, we do want to make sure you guys are involved when it comes to the birth of this conference, right? Again, remember April 17th and 19th. Get your tickets ASAP. And we're gonna have a video where we talk about Artisans Studios, which is the people who be making this vision. We talked about them yesterday, and then a couple of behind the scenes videos from the weekend as well.
Perfect. And I'm handling the tech, y'all. So here we go.
All right, what's going on, AIB community? It's truly Dr. Bader, the co-founder of Autism and Black. And obviously, with this Vision Venue series, we have to highlight the people who make us great. Now, if y'all seen any photo from me, Maria, our family, probably in the past, oh my God, 13 years? Like it's been that long, right? Like this guy right here has been my left hand, right hand guy from the beginning. And there's no way we can have a conference, especially an in-person conference, right, without bringing like these two duo right here who just make us look good. Like y'all know I don't wear stuff like this, right? But when y'all see the photos and y'all see the video, y'all gonna see exactly the magic that they do. Artisans Studio, I don't know if y'all want to give a little quick shout out. Please shout out your name, socials. How can someone like get looking like me, right, with you guys, right? Like make sure y'all shout out your socials, where y'all at, and because we want to make sure we highlight those who make Autism and Black great.
Very good. Well, we're the Artisans.studio. That's on Instagram and Facebook. That's also our website. We come together, we create content for weddings, conferences, and we also do events. So if you need your moments captured, call us. Baby showers, maternity shoots. If you just want to walk downtown and get some shots for your 30th birthday, your 45th birthday, your 50th birthday.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It's all a blessing. But again, that's the Artisans with the S at the end .studio, and you can find all our work there.
All right, thank you. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Steven and Andre, Artisans Studios. Links will be in the show notes. Definitely an amazing follow, especially if you need some events done. Definitely people need to talk to.
Should we get into our next clip?
Yes.
Dr. Berry doing some of the video for our marketing 6th annual conference here.
All right.
Our last clip.
All right, superstar in the building.
Conference happening April 17th through the 19th here in West Palm Beach, Florida. If you are a Black autistic adult, a professional, or a parent, we welcome you in this space.
All right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do for the Autism and Black community, right? We are gonna go all out to make sure we leave no stone unturned to promote this conference, to promote this amazing event happening April 17th to 19th. Make sure you get your tickets. Link here, link is over there. Like again, there's an opportunity to join us. So we're gonna make sure we put all the hard work in on the weekends. We were on the streets of West Palm Beach. And it was early too, so there wasn't too many people that had to move around. But
it was also Super Bowl Sunday, so
yeah, exactly. So people were at the house. Probably preparing. What I love now, especially in this day and age, where it's not weird for people to be like filming and doing that type of stuff. So people just kind of move out the way. They just kind of move. They walk in the street. It's just like I remember probably like 5-10 years ago. People would walk through your shoot like, what are y'all doing? What kind of weirdos are y'all doing out here? But now it's just so normal. People with dogs just walking to the street like, all right, they're filming. Let me not get into their shot. So shout out to everyone over there who did not, impede in the process of the marketing.
Yes, and shout out to our stylist. As you can see, one of our looks that we were wearing. So shout out to Jasmene Bowdry. She is our stylist. She styled us last year for the conference. She styled our this year's marketing shoot, and she will be styling us for our conference looks as well. So we appreciate her because that is also a part of the marketing vision as well, making sure the brand cohesion is there for that shoot. So shout out to her, and we'll have her links in the notes or the comments as well. So if you're looking for a stylist, you can hit her up.
So yeah, so I think it's, and this is one of those things where I remember when we first started, because again, for those who may not know, I'm like the COO of Autism in Black, but in my day job, I'm a physician, right? So I'm like, actual physician, but I've always had great interest in just marketing and funnels and tech. Like I've always been a nerd in that way as well too. So when we had to kind of take the interest of working in marketing, just marketing Autism in Black in general, not necessarily the conference, just in general, it was definitely something that I really enjoy doing. To the point where I'm the kind of person who does all of our media buying, whether it's Instagram, Google, TikTok, whatever. If there's an ad,
you might not know what media buying means,
right?
So
Right.
you might need to give them the other term of what that is.
Yeah. So essentially, like when people are running ads, right, like on all these social media platforms, right, someone has to buy the opportunity to run an ad, right? So I'm the one who kind of handles that for the Autism Black organization. Again, and typically I'm the one who typically does the funnels and everything else. So it's a good process when it comes to the marketing and making sure the message is on point. And that's why we love doing those types of things behind the scenes, right? These pictures, these videos, so you guys can kind of get a visual and a graphical representation of like the hard work of the event, whether it's a summit, whether it's a conference, whether it's a webinar. Like this is kind of what we do and how we do it. So it's always been an enjoyable effort for me. Every year we're trying something new. Every year we're trying something different. And of course, obviously, you need a star who's willing to do the things, right? Because we got a nice little secret. It's not necessarily a secret per se, especially for those who are on Instagram. We actually have an Instagram account, Autism in Black Events, I think. Yeah, I think
AIB events.
AIB events, where we have a lot of just clips of Maria just kind of like promoting the conference in different clips. And what we do is we take the ones that do very well and then we promote those, right? So again, we're always constantly working for you guys because we know we don't want to leave no stone unturned when it comes to getting to this conference, because that's how important it is for you guys, especially in a time like this. We need to have our community locked and loaded in preparation for about 3 more years of like this crazy mess that's happening.
Exactly. And each year we have a marketing strategy that we do. And this year's marketing strategy, one, we had to pivot some things to make sure that we are reaching more people. So we have a strategy for a cold audience, for warm audience, for hot audience, so that we are reaching more people, so that we can have more people in person or online. Because like Dr. Berry said, now more than ever, we really need our community. Because it is a lot that is happening, attacks on the autistic community, attacks on the Black community. So we want to make sure that we are rooted in healing, which is our theme for this year's conference. And if anything, ensure that those 3 days is a safe space where we can all congregate and lean onto community.
Indeed, and I think that's where it becomes such a benefit, especially from a lag time of just kind of working, right? So that's why you guys are going to see a lot more activity from us, especially over these next few months, because again, we want to make sure, again, whether you're YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, we want to make sure that you understand how important the message is, because it's all about the message. Very rarely do people make a decision on like the first go around, right? They gotta make sure, like, all right, let me make sure this organization is not a fluke. Let me make sure this organization is not like I don't know about this Maria lady. I don't know about this Bear guy. Like, let me just make sure. So that's why we continue to push the envelope to make sure, we're doing everything we can for our audience and our new audience who hasn't heard about us, but will hear about us, as the marketing goes.
Exactly. And we may even get the kids on it. They want to be in on it. I'll see how I feel, because y'all know I'm kind of protective over them. And now that we are marketing to different audiences, we're getting a lot more of those comments that I don't like. So I'm trying to decide on how I will maneuver with those kids, because I don't play about my children. So we'll see, but you might see them, to our hot audience, to the people that knows us, on some of our socials promoting the conference. Because I believe if you were in the building last year, our son has been prepping his speech for this year's conference for a whole year, and he is very excited to talk about that speech. So you might see the PR3 in the marketing as well.
Oh yes, I love it. So I think as we talk, especially because there's especially from a marketing perspective, the question I always get from entrepreneurs is, like, do I need to buy ads? Do I need to buy ads, right? And I always say yes, right? Because the likelihood that you need to buy ads is always going to be yes. But I always stress making sure that, like, you are promoting yourself organically, right? And that's just like posting. And a lot of times, especially when you talk to entrepreneurs, their fear is they don't want to oversaturate their their followers, right? They don't want to bother their followers. They don't want to, like, it's always that fear, right? And I always tell them, trust me, these social media platforms do a great job. So I don't care. I think Maria has like 20,000 followers on there. We can post 20 times a day. All 20,000 followers will never see all of those posts, right? Like, that's just what social media platforms do, right? They make sure that, hey, I'm only going to show it to a small amount of your peoples, right? And if you want me to show it to the rest of them, you got to pay me, right? So, like, you never have to run this fear of I'm posting too much or my audience is going to get tired of me, because that's usually not the case. But it's always important that you got to actually post, right? You actually have to post and promote, even organically, even if you only feel like, all right, it's only getting 10 likes, 20 likes, 40 likes, 50 likes, which is a lot, right? Which, again, I don't think people realize, if 50 random people said, hey, I like that picture, I like that dress, I like that hat, you would be like highlighted for the day. But for some reason, the social media world, especially in this day and age, we look at like, oh my God, only got 10 likes, only got 20 likes, only got 50 likes. No, like, that's actually amazing. And you just have to continue to build upon that, right? So do you want to talk about one of our, like I said, because we post a lot, one of our posts, I think it was last week that it dropped?
Yeah, I think we dropped it on Saturday. Yes, we posted a conference marketing post. If you follow our social medias, which you're here, you know that we post about our conference twice a day. So you may have seen, the daily post, and we posted our Saturday post. And it was Black Autistic Voices Lead was the, I'm trying to pull it up here. Yes. Black Autistic Voices Lead marketing graphic for the conference. So this is just something that we posted on our socials, so that all of our followers have the information about the content, about the conference, and can secure their tickets. And this post did some numbers in 24 hours. At first, I actually, because Sunday while we were doing the shoot, I was getting a lot of notifications from Facebook, and I was like, oh, is there an ad that's running? Because usually it's an ad that will cause a lot of notifications, and we have to answer questions. And I'm like, oh, these people are loving this ad that we posted. And then I looked again, and I was like, no, this is not an ad. This is just something that we posted on our accounts, and it started to do numbers. I don't know, who was sharing it, because we got a lot of shares. So within the 24 hours, there was over 100,000 people who had looked at the post.
Right.
It was over.
And I don't want to gloss over those numbers, right?
It's not gloss over them.
Over 100,000. Now, mind you, we post every day. Mm-hmm. These are posts that happen every day. And that's the thing. You never know which one of the posts are going to do that. Like, because we were looking at the post like, all right, did we say something? What is it about? We were looking at it, right? Because it wasn't like a very
it's our normal content. Yes. Like our normal everyday, what we talk about, and what when we're talking about the conference. And so yeah, it was So over 100,000 views on the post. We had how many shares at that time? Over 100 shares, over 600 reactions, 700 reactions.
Yeah.
On the post.
And that trust me, I wish we could say they were all good reactions, but you know, sometimes
Now all the reactions were all the little emoji reactions.
Emojis. Okay, yes.
Yeah, all those were good. Yes. Now, Dr. Berry is going to talk about how this post, and I think this is one thing that we have to be mindful of, is that when your post reaches audiences that have never seen, reaches those and the other parts that don't really rock with our community, you start to get
some comments. You get some comments. We're gonna highlight some of them tomorrow. We're definitely gonna highlight some of them.
Yes. So if you have, well, they won't be seeing this because they've been blocked. But if you know the people that will be highlighting, let them know, because one thing about it, I'm screenshotting all the people that write the negative stuff, and you will be highlighted at some point. And we will talk about you. So we will have those posts tomorrow to talk about those comments. But that in marketing, that is something that you have to be mindful of. And if you remember me saying last week, that has always been such a struggle of mine, is when people are keyboard warriors and I'm just not I can't get my lick back. So this has been interesting to see our one of our posts and the organic reach it has made, and the new people that are finding out about us and getting tickets, and then the haters that also come with seeing something that is so bold and black. So it's been very, very. And Dr. Berry is smiling because he's thinking about probably one comment in particular that was quite creative, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, no, and I think that's where, especially when you have, like I say, when you have when you have an audience, right, and you're trying to reach out, Facebook is gonna say, hey, maybe you might be interested in this, right? And sometimes they're not interested. And I know for me, I'm the type, if I'm not necessarily interested in something, like I just don't pay it any mind. Like I just scroll by, right? But as we all know, right? Like, and that's why, you have, websites like Yelp, right? There's some people, when they're not interested in something, they have to let you know their feelings of why they're not interested, right? And it's always a funny. It's always a funny.
It wasn't funny. Some of it wasn't funny. Like, Dr. Berry's more laid back, but some of them are not. And remember, I am the face of Autism in Black, so a lot of it is just directed at me personally. So that is another thing. These people really trying it. So one of the comments was not funny at all. It actually, I don't know if y'all saw the lady on TikTok that went viral, who for somebody commented on her stuff, and then she found them and she told them, "You see how easy it is for me to find you." And I had that kind of moment yesterday with that comment. So yeah, this is one of the joys, I would say, of marketing, because we do want our posts to organically reach the masses. We do want people to know that we have a vision, that we have a mission that is out there, and that we are rocking for our community, no matter what. And yes, you can say your nasty comments, but that lets us know that we're doing what we need to do, and your nasty comment isn't going to stop go around here, because April 17th through the 19th, the 6th annual Autism in Black Conference will still be happening and still be centering Black autism.
And this is why I always tell Maria, and I always tell my entrepreneur friends as well too, right? When you are marketing, when you're in business, you got to market. And there's always this fear, again, I talk to my entrepreneurs, there's always this fear of, oh my God, I don't want to market too much, I don't want to bother them. Your goal of marketing, right, when I know I'm doing a good job, is that either you're like, all right, I got to get to this conference, because guess what? This is a little secret, y'all. If you buy a ticket, you won't see the ads. Right, like you automatically get removed from any ads once you buy the ticket, right? Like that. Like I look out for the people who buy tickets, right? Like the second they buy a ticket, I automatically tell Facebook and Google, hey, stop showing them the ad. So once you buy the ticket, guess what? The ads just disappear like they never happened, right? But you don't buy the ticket and you watch this video, whether you watch this video, whether you search this on Google, we're going to track you down until you buy that ticket, right? So you might as well just buy the ticket so you can stop seeing the ads. But, well, kind of serious. But it is important, right? If you're trying to market, your goal is to market, right? This is what I always say. McDonald's, $1 billion company, they market every day. Burger King, $1 billion company, they market every day. Who else can we, like, Walmart, Best Buy, all of these are $1 billion companies. They market every single day. They spend millions of dollars to show a 30-second or a minute clip during the Super Bowl. They understand the importance of marketing. So if you are an entrepreneur, content creator, trying to get your word out there, like if they don't feel bad about marketing too much, you should never feel bad unless you're spending millions of dollars a year. And even if you are, you should probably, that means you're doing a good job. You should always want to market, right? So I either want you to be so tired of us that you just unfollow, like, hey, I'm tired. I'm not interested in Autism Black. Let me unfollow them. I'm cool with that, right? Or I'm so interested in Autism Black, I want to make sure I double tap every time Maria's posts come by. I want to make sure I share every time Maria's posts come by. That's what we want. We want y'all to double tap and share every time you see us. Get our word out, because that's really the goal. That's my goal at hand.
Exactly, because we really are trying to build this mission and make sure we're bridging this gap for our community. And we can't do that if people are not listening, if people are not sharing, if people are not letting them know what we're talking about. Because our rule of thumb here is we don't gatekeep. We don't gatekeep the information, and people need to know so that the harm can be lessened to our community. So thank you all to all of our new followers who have found us from that post. Thank you. We hope you stay along. To those who have been rocking with us, thank you for all the shares, all the likes, all of the positive comments. Because one thing about our Autism and Black community, I have realized I don't have to say nothing to these commenters that we leave up there, because some of them I will leave if it's not too bad. I will leave so they can get educated, because I know the Autism and Black community rolls around and they will be in those comments reading. So thank you all for always having Autism and Black's back, because we appreciate that as well.
We do.
Do we have anything else for Thursday?
Not for Thursday. I think it was a good marketing conversation. And again, like, word to the wise, right? You got to market, right? Because guess what? And April 17th to 19th, you got to go to this link here, or you got to scroll that link at the bottom, right, to get your ticket, right? So this is why y'all going to see us Monday through Friday, as long as we're not sick of nothing. Y'all going to see us talk about this conference up until the day of conference, because I don't want, and I know it's still going to happen. April 17th is going to come through, and someone's going to be like, man, I didn't know about the conference. I know that's going to happen, right? And that just lets me know I got to keep working harder, and I'm appreciative of the thought I got to still keep working.
Exactly. And we know a lot of you, because every year, it never fails, the day the conference starts, there's a lot of sharing going on. And then there's a lot of virtual tickets that happen that way as well. So ticket sales are on. They will go up around March 1st, because the closer we get to conference, and we'll talk about this as well, there's priority things that have to happen. So those numbers, especially in-person numbers, are important to have. So we'll also let you know the last date we do in-person ticket sales, but that won't be for some time. But virtual will be happening throughout conference weekend. But tomorrow's episode is going to be amazing, because we have a lot of you who have left questions on our YouTube and the Facebook Vision to Vision series. So we will be answering all of those, and we're going to be highlighting all of those nasty comments as well, to talk about what y'all had to say and how we feel about it. So if you don't tune in to anything else and you catch everything else on a replay, you want to be here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, watching Vision to Venue live. So enjoy your Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, on the Autism in Black YouTube page for Vision to Venue series.
All right.